guys, and welcome back to Crazy But Not Dangerous. I'm Shorty Vaughn, and today I'm going to be making crock-pot meal. It's only going to be 112 out there. We're starting to cool down. I can feel the fall vibes already. Anyhow, yeah, going to use the crock-pot because I'm hot, I'm tired, and you know, as my cousin Julie says, we are in the dog days of summer. So yeah, gonna use the crock pot. It's not only good for winter, for all those stew type dishes, good for summer, for not heating up your house. I can get behind that. What are we gonna make today? Paprika chicken. Sounds yummy. There we go. Okay, so I have about 1 pound of chicken legs, because chicken legs, chicken thighs, bone-in chicken is one of the most economical things that I can buy in my area. This is about 1 pound. It's about 4 drums. And usually I pay somewhere between 79 cents and $1.29 per pound for the bone-in chicken. Thighs would work. Legs work great. Bone-in chicken breast. If you prefer boneless, go for it. Yeah. For the paprika chicken, almost every recipe that I come across says absolutely not to cook it, you know, not to brown it before you cook it. That's, you know, it changes the flavor, it changes the texture. I'm gonna cook it beforehand. I'm just gonna crisp up this skin just a little bit because I don't like, you know, the flaccid chicken skin on my drums. So I've got a little pan over here. I'm going to set it to about a 7, and I'm going to go ahead and put these right in there, and I'm going to go ahead and put the lid right on top of that. Going to grab some tongs. I want that skin to crisp up a little bit because we're going to be cooking it in the crock pot. I don't want it to be mushy. Yeah, so we're just going to let that go here. When that, we're going to go ahead and prepare the rest of our ingredients. This is super simple. So here I have 1 onion, just diced any old way, it doesn't matter. I've got about a tablespoon of freeze-dried garlic, fresh if you have it. If you don't have either one of those, just use some garlic powder, it'll be fine. Don't have garlic powder, use a little garlic salt, that'll be okay too. Just know that you may need to omit salt later on because of using the garlic salt. To your taste, whatever your family likes, by all means. Okay, garlic, 1 onion, and then I have 1 tomato. I'm going to throw that right in there too. We are taking certain liberties, you know, a little artistic license with this paprika chicken because I'm not Hungarian. And it's my kitchen, and this is how we like to eat. Also going to add 2 cups of homemade chicken stock. You don't have homemade chicken stock, that's okay, baby. Get yourself some bouillon cubes and 2 cups of water. Get yourself some cans of chicken stock from the dollar store. That'll be just fine. And then I have 1.5 tablespoons. I know that sounds like a lot. Of paprika. Half smoked, half sweet, because that's how we like it. You just like the sweet kind, go for it. I'm not stopping you. I won't say no. Let's go ahead and grab a spoon and give this a little stir. I'm going to plug it in. And boy, look at this. Yeah, it's really red. Your dish will be really red. It's going to get right in there, right into that chicken skin. It's going to make everything all toasty and delicious. Yeah, I can live with that. Absolutely. Can I just tell you that Andrew woke up mean as a striped snake, as my father would have said. Oh, mean. He's on this diet. He's got sodium restrictions. He's not happy about it at all. He's mean. I don't want any more sandwiches. I need hot food today. Yeah, Shorty Vaughn, I need hot food. I need real meal. Yeah. So I'm wanting to make him something that has a lot of flavor. You know, the garlic, the paprika, chicken is his favorite. So hopefully he won't miss that little extra salt. God bless him. I'm trying to keep him alive. All right, I'm gonna add plenty of pepper. And you add as much salt to your dish as, you know, you like. If you're not on a sodium restricted diet, have at it, season it up. But I put a ton of pepper in there and a ton of paprika, and I think it's gonna be super yummy and delicious. I also have, I've got it in an old olive jar, but it's actually dehydrated mushrooms. Gonna go ahead and add that. Turn this chicken. There we go. And that's what my sauce looks like while we're waiting on this chicken. You wouldn't believe the smells. Okay, so I have browned up my chicken legs and they look great. I'm going to go ahead and just drop them right in here to my slow cooker and get those all nestled in snug as a bug in a rug. And I really want them to sit down in that spectacular sauce and just go to town, because that's how they're going to be their most delicious selves today. I'm just going to go ahead and get these little babies situated so that they are getting the most coverage on every possible bit so they can suck up all of that luxurious sauce. There we go. Get down in there. Fabulous. Okay. I'm going to put the lid on and I'm going to turn that up to high. And I'm going to let them go at high for the next 6 hours. I want them to be tasty. I want them to be delicious. Now we've got a little bit, we firmed up the skin. We have just that little bit of brown, not too much. That's going to make them a great texture. That paprika, that chicken stock, that garlic, all of that's going to meld together, make this extra yummy and delicious. I have no doubt. I'm going to go ahead and park this here on my counter. And I'm going to put the spoon on there. And I'm going to put the tongs on there. And that says do not touch. That's the international symbol of do not lift this lid. And that, you know, that's for cranky pants. That's for cranky pants. I want hot food. I don't want him coming in here and looking. And he can keep his opinions to himself today because they're not good. Anyhow, you ever wake up on the wrong side of the bed? It's happened. It happens here frequently. I wake up, I guzzle my first cup of coffee. That's it. Game on. Let's go. Let's get her all done. Hey. He wakes up and it's night of the living dead. And he's got one eye open and one eye closed. Is there coffee? You've asked me this question for 29 years. How many times have you ever come out and there's not been coffee? Well, it's been a couple. Well, it hasn't been very many. You can just assume that there's coffee. And if there's not coffee in the pot, there's iced coffee in the refrigerator. You'll be all right, baby. Anyhow, cranky pants. Dieting's no fun. Welcome to the party, honey. Because I've been on a diet since I was 12 years old. So there we go. With varying degrees of success. But he's going to be a success because I love him and I want him to stay alive. So I'm going to ride him. It'll be fun. Okay, and then we're also going to have tonight as our side dish some Hungarian cucumbers in a sour cream sauce, and got a little bit of sour cream here. I'm going to go ahead and make my dressing first. So I'm going to add about a 1/4 cup of sour cream to this lovely little bowl here. Come on, get on in there. Don't want to miss out on any if I can help it. All right. And then I have some red wine vinegar, apple cider white, whatever you got. This is my preference. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of that. Yeah, whatever your preference is. Some people like red, white wine vinegar, champagne vinegar. You could get real fancy. You could use champagne vinegar. Absolutely. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give those two a little stir up. Then I'm going to go ahead and add about 1/2 teaspoon of the, granulated garlic. Thank you, Gilroy. And then I'm going to add about 1/2 teaspoon of the dill. There we go. And then I'm going to add a lot of black pepper. That's probably about 1/2 teaspoon. And then let's stir this all together. Looks fantastic to me. And then I've got my cucumbers already cut up. That's about half of a really large English cucumber. And we'll go ahead and add that in. And then I also have half of an onion I sliced. Gonna go ahead and add that right in. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and fold that dressing in. You won't think that it's enough dressing. You'll look at all those cucumbers and you'll see there's just no way that that's good coverage. But as your cucumbers sit in the refrigerator, they will go ahead and give off some of their own juices, and that will thin down your sauce a little bit and make it for better coverage, make it extra delicious. So we want it kind of thick so that it stays creamy and yummy even when the cucumbers let off their own juices. We don't want it to get too liquidy. Now, if you found that it got too liquidy, drain some of it off, add a little bit more of your sour cream in. It'll be all right. We just want these all covered on every possible way. Now, I think that that looks delicious. Not mad at that at all. Cucumbers are a great thing to eat when you're dieting because they are full of water, they are full of fiber, they will help you feel full. They're great on a summer day because, dehydration, that kind of thing. Great for a summer side. Absolutely. These are going to be particularly great and delicious. I'm super excited about them, to be honest. Yeah, Andrew's going to be super excited about hot food. I'm going to eat the cucumber and onion salad because, yeah, I'm hot, tired, cranky. It's the dog days of summer. So I'm just going to take this little delightful bite, going to cover it with some plastic wrap, stick it into the refrigerator, keep it nice and cool. Okay, well, I had an adventurous time out. Everything went well, got everything done that I needed to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my chicken legs out of the crock pot and set these aside while we work on my sauce a little bit. And the sauce smells super yummy and delicious. These chicken legs are just almost falling apart. They look absolutely scrumptious and yeah, absolutely delicious. I'm going to go ahead and set these over to the side and then get the rest of the stuff for my sauce. Yay, hooray! Okay, so if we're looking at my sauce, you can see it's pretty thin and I want it to be more substantial, more like a gravy. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a little bit of a concoction to thicken that up. I am going to go ahead and just dip in here and take a little bit of that sauce into the bowl. Just like that. 3 hearty scoopfuls, you know, just some. I don't think it really matters how much. Just some is fine. Okay, and I've got my sour cream back out, and I'm gonna put 2 heaping tablespoons in there. Absolutely. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add some cornstarch. And yes, I keep my cornstarch in an old coffee mate container. It works for me. And I'm gonna add a clean tablespoon. I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of cornstarch to that as well. Equal parts with that sour cream. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just stir this in all together. And then I'm gonna add this paste-like substance into my thinner sauce, and this will thicken it. And this dish already needed the sour cream. It already required that, but for me it's just as easy to mix everything together really nice, make sure I have no lumps, and go ahead and thicken the sauce and add the sour cream at the same time. A little bit of pan juice will be just the thing to make sure that our sour cream doesn't curdle. Okay, it's all pretty smooth, not mad at that at all, and I'm gonna go ahead and just add it right on in there. Yeah, Piggy's really excited about dinner. He's doing his little happy dance over there in the background. Just want to get as much of this in here as I can. Perfect. Yay, hooray. Now I'm just going to go ahead and stir this up, and I'm going to turn this back to high to allow my sauce to thicken, because it will need to come to almost a boil for that cornstarch to reach its fullest thickening power. Once that comes back to a boil, once that comes up to a boil, I'm going to go ahead and add my chicken legs back in, and it should just about be dinner time. And that's okay with me because I'm super hungry. Yay, it smells amazing. Put the lid on this and hurry up and boil. This crock pot won't take any time at all. Maybe 30 minutes. And then my sauce should be thickened. Gonna nestle my chicken legs back in there. Now I have cooked 4 chicken legs because honestly, that's what was in my freezer. It was right on top. I reached up, got it, and I was done. But you could use any parts of the chicken. You could use a whole chicken. If you're feeding more than 2 people, you know, you might need to make a little bit more sauce. You could double it up. Yeah, absolutely. Whatever you need to do to feed your family, go for it. And my lovelies, well, it's almost time for dinner, and I am super hungry. I am going to go ahead and put a biscuit on there. I've got my creamy cucumber sour cream salad with onions. Get myself a lovely little bit of those. This is kind of the free item. You can have as much of this as you want. And then I'm going to dish up some of this chicken and the terrific sauce. Yeah, absolutely. That sauce thickened up. It is so rich and delicious. I'm super excited. I'm going to get myself a couple of mushrooms, a little bit of that onion in there too. All right, that's how the chicken looks. Yeah, that sauce tightened right up. Smells fantastic. It's got all the smells, and I am totally going to dip my biscuit. All I've got left to do is make some milk, and we're set for dinner. All right, paprika chicken with a lovely paprika sauce. I think that looks super yummy. I'm not mad at it at all. Yay, hooray. Jeopardy's almost done. And I kicked his butt last night. It was awesome. I almost made him cry. So I'm going to get down to it. Maybe it'll be 2 nights in a row. Thanks for watching Crazy But Not Dangerous. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Be good, be careful, and look both ways. I'll see you next time.